Today we are doing a tour of my Funko Pop collection. So I started collecting Funko Pops in like winter of 2021. I was holding off for a long time because I was like, once I start this, it's gonna be a whole thing. And I was correct. So my collection now, at least according to the app, I'm not 100% sure if I've logged all of my Funko Pops, but I have 83 as of today. And though I would love to say that I make enough money to have some huge section of my home in which I can put all of my collection in one place, so it's like my nerd cave, instead it is just in my bedroom, mostly in two sections, which I will show you, and then like sprinkled elsewhere. I would say that my main theory with displaying my Funko Pops is that it is like one of the larger Funko Pop types, like a pop moment, or one of those kind of like bigger pops. It's not just like a single figure. Usually I will take those out of the box to display. I feel like that's more the point of those kinds of pops. The ones that are just single figures, I leave in box. It's not for any kind of like, I think it's gonna help me with resale later. It is mostly for the purposes of not having a ton of boxes in storage, you know? So that being said, if anyone has any innovative ways in which they display their Funko Pops or store the boxes or whatever, would love to hear about those in the comments. Here is the #1 Funko Pop area. So as you can see up top, it's a little bit of a mixture of things. It was initially just a Harry Potter area, and then I got my Barbie Funko Pops, and those just like feel, I don't know, the point of the movie was that they were out of the box, you know, they were out of Barbie land, and so I feel like I really needed to get them out of their boxes, you know? So that's kind of why they're out and about, and I figure Professor McGonagall's cool with it. So the reason Professor McGonagall's out in the first place is she's connected to the Hogwarts Castle one. So she is one of those like pop moments. Okay, pretty much this entire section is Marvel and Star Wars with a couple of miscellaneous ones on the bottom. This Captain America and Red Hulk are from the new Brave New World movie, so I'm very excited about those. That's why I have them out and about. I'm sad that they're hiding some of my Moon Knight pops, but you know, you gotta make sacrifices somewhere. There's Bucky. Maybe that's ironic that he's hidden a little bit. But yeah, so you see there's some Marvel ones. Continuing down, we get some more Marvel. I did have Harry in a different spot earlier, but because my Christmas stuff is out, he is not where he normally is. But he's up here with some of my Marvel Pops. Got my little Scarlet Witch Octo stuff. But y'all know I love Ant-Man, love my Wolverine. Got more. I think I have like almost all of the Moon Knight Pops. And then you get down here, and this is when we get to Star Wars. BB-8 is blocking Princess Leia. I'm so sorry, Leia. But this is when we start getting into Star Wars. Down here is a little bit of Stranger Things related stuff. I got a good number from this past season. I'm excited for them to finally release the last season. Who knows? Then down here are some miscellaneous ones. We got Disney. We got a little bit of Star Wars, a little bit of House of the Dragon, a little bit of Ted Lasso, Michael Jordan. This is just kind of a miscellaneous area. Obviously, we have Ellie Sattler and the Triceratops, but we also have Jamie from Ted Lasso. We got some Umbrella Academy, Michael Jordan and his UNC stuff. Elsa, some Star Wars. Eamon from House of the Dragon. And then... Okay, yeah. That is Vigilante. So, miscellaneous area down there, mostly because aesthetically having them not be, you know, the same fandom, I just kind of put them at the bottom. And my family jokes all the time that they bought me this beautiful bookcase and I don't actually use it for books. That is a lie. I do use it for books. This is a mess. I'm being really vulnerable here, showing you my messy bookshelf. I will say there are about 3 Funko Pops that do have actual characters still in them. There are some that are just boxes, but I have some Eternals characters in here. This is not me making a statement. They just, at the time in which I got them, this is where I was putting Funko Pops. Just stating that. I do like the Eternals movie. This is not a statement. Okay, so as my collection started to grow, obviously I had to find more space for my Funko Pops. This bookcase I've had for a while. I think I got it from Wayfair. And it's just like not the most sturdy thing. So I had my books on there for a long time. and every day I was nervous that if I hit it or just bumped into it, that everything was gonna come collapsing down. So Funko Pops, much lighter, much easier. So that's why they ended up here. I will say a lot of my like pop moments were from like big Funko sales, so that's how I ended up with a lot of these like Harry Potter winter scene Funko Pops. Where we get more into Marvel related stuff, we've got Ant-Man, we've got T'Challa, the Marvels, a little bit of Multiverse of Madness, just all kinds of stuff in this section. Captain America. I did get a lot of Thor Love and Thunder pops because I had high hopes for the movie, and then I feel like I got a little bit betrayed, but it's okay. Down here is also kind of a miscellaneous area. We've got a couple of Tangled pops, more Thor Love and Thunder, some Boba Fett, a little bit more Star Wars. I've just started collecting Lord of the Rings Funko Pops. There's, you know, it's hard to find some of the original ones they put out, and they're like $1 million now. But I did get a couple, so you can see them there. And then I've got Aragorn and Gandalf next to the books that I have as well. I've got this Hawkeye and Ant-Man one on the side of my bookshelf just because I love this moment in Civil War, and so I'm glad they made a pop of it. I don't love these like comic cover ones, so this is probably the only one I have, I think. But yeah, it kind of works as this side of the bookshelf kind of display. So I have a couple of other bookshelves throughout my place that I do typically use for like those larger Funko Pops, but because I still have my Christmas stuff out, do not judge, it was snowing recently, so I wanted the vibes. But right now, those are kind of in other spots, but I do have one that's still out. And that is my Tangled Boat scene, which is one of my favorites and is normally higher up on this bookshelf. That's also one of my most valuable pop figures, so I should probably take better care of it. Also, no one asked for it, but this is my embroidery space, so more fandom-themed embroidery coming soon. Thanks so much for going on a Funko tour with me. Let me know if you have any questions or if there was anything else that I didn't explain.